This show was one hell of a party. It was a good show. There were some disappointments and some bad parts to it. But we opened the show with a great opener. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. 4-1 4th. I think that was a really, really good match. And Becky Lynch would lose to Bianca Belair. But then she turned face, she shook Bianca Belair's hand in some great long-term storytelling. And then we heard Bayley's music, followed by Dakota Kai and Io Shirai, which was kind of a surprise. I expected Bayley or Charlotte to come back, but not Dakota Kai and Io Shirai with Bayley. I think they're a faction. They then went to attack Bianca Belair, but Becky Lynch came to the rescue, turning face in the process. I think a good match type, segment type thing. After that, we followed by everyone's favorite Logan Paul versus The Maz. And I think also this was a solid match. It was a cool match. Logan Paul did like AJ's finisher, Miz's finisher. He beat Miz at the Salt Russian finale. Props to Logan Paul. He did like this frog splash from the top of the rope through like the commentary table. Damn cool spot. And I'm going to give this match 3.5. A good match. Logan Paul won. Tommaso Ciampa was attacked by AJ Styles, setting up a feud. After this, we move on to the third match on the show. It took place between Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory got squashed. 2 stars, we move. The fourth match on the show was the Mysterios versus the Judgment Day. And a solid match this was. Edge returned, got the win for the Mysterios. The Mysterios won. Edge has come back with like this awful theme song. He had a really sick entrance though. His entrances are like the best. But anyways, moving on. 3 stars to this match. After this, we got Pat McAfee versus Baron Corbin. I love this match. 3-3-4th. I love this match. I think it was sensational. It was really, really good. Pat McAfee did a good job. I mean, he botched some moves, but a really cool match. Pat McAfee won in the end, giving a big suck it to Corbin, hitting the low blow, because Corbin hit a low blow to him, I think, at Money in the Bank, after Money in the Bank. So again, some good long-term storytelling. We got to see like this idea of Triple H in this show. He made a statement. Now, at times, I felt like this was like an NXT takeover type show. And then at times I felt like, okay, this is something new. The matches were not extending like 20 minutes, only the opener and the main event. After this, we move on. McIntyre came out like hyping up the Roman Drew match, and then the match at Clash at the Castle. After this, we got the Street Profits versus the Usos in another great match. 4 stars. They did a really good job. The Usos eventually won. But again, a solid match, a fun match. Jeff Jarrett was the co-special referee thing, and a solid match, 4 stars. We moved the 7th match on the show. It was supposed to be Seth versus Riddle, or Seth versus Randy, or The Fiend, but Riddle came out. He wanted to fight Seth. Seth stomped Riddle. The authority said Riddle can't fight, and Seth walked away. The biggest disappointment of the night. I was waiting eagerly since the second match on the show for that Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton, or The Fiend, or whoever, the classic with Seth Rollins was included in. When it wasn't there, they cancelled it. After that, we got Ronda Rousey as Liv Morgan, and Liv Morgan tapped, but Ronda Rousey also was pinned by Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan retained. 1 star. As an awful match. And after that, we move on to the best match of the year so far. 4-3-4th. What a match it was. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar with his tractor carried the ring in the air. He carried the ring. In the air. That spot, that was like mind-blowing. Then Theory came, he tried to cash in, and Roman and Brock just destroyed him. Like, how is Theory Money in the Bank? Like, he's not even like a formidable challenger to whoever he cashes in on. So, it's a sensational match. 4-3-4th match of the year so far, in my opinion. It was a car crash, it was chaos, what it was supposed to be, and probably the best ending to this feud. In the end, the Usos, the Roman Reigns, and they just covered Brock Lesnar and all this, the table carcass and stuff, and Brock Lesnar couldn't get up. Roman Reigns stood on the table carcass stuff and raised his finger. What an ending. Heyman got a fight through the table. That'll be a meme in the future. But a great match, and I think a solid show. Better than last year in my opinion. That main event sold it for me. 8 out of 10. Good show. I recommend you watch that main event. An amazing match. And that's it for this one.